Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Raju from Smart AI Technologies. Today we will continue with part 3 of our data science with Excel, or complete data analysis with Excel. So now in this part, first we will try to detect what are outliers and then how to handle the outlier. So first of all, we will understand what are these outliers. Okay, which data we call them as outliers. For example, there is a column called salary here. Okay, salary will range around say from 3 lakh to 14 lakh or like that. Okay, there will be some range. Okay? Salary will not go above that range, minimum and maximum. There is a fixed range, but there will be some data which is exception. Okay, which is somewhat extra data. For example, sometimes it says per year salary is 800 rupees, 100 rupees. By mistake, data will be entered sometimes some other parameters will affect. Okay? So whenever a data is not showing a proper character, or if there is a data which is not following a fixed region or particular values, okay, it's out of our bond, so we call them as an outliers. So how to handle them? We need to handle them. So what are the ways are there? We need to remove it. Okay, handling element we can remove, otherwise you can replace with some other values. Okay, so that's what we'll see now, how to do it in Excel. So what is the purpose of doing it? First we'll understand that. So when you detect and remove the outliers, the data will be well cleaned. When after you do complete analysis here, if you are building any models, or if you are pushing this completely pre-processed data to a model builder or a data engineer, okay, so that person, again, if you didn't handle all these things, okay, outliers are like that, he will need to do it. Otherwise, if you give him a complete data set, he can directly build the model. So what is the issue there is, if you build with outliers, the model accuracy will be less, so there will be little bit loss. Okay, so to reduce the loss and increase the accuracy, it's better to remove the outliers first here. So once you remove the outliers, then your analysis will be very best. Okay, so when you have unwanted data or unrelated data, if you analyze with that data itself, I don't think you'll be getting proper analysis out of it. So once you handle these outliers, you'll be getting proper analysis over the data. So that's what we are trying to do today. So how to detect outliers and how to remove those outliers, or how to replace those outliers with some extra data, so we'll see that. First, we'll try to study two equations. One is average. What is average? Total number of sum of all the elements divided by total number of elements. Okay, so to this salary column, with the help of salary column, I want to detect the outlier and I want to handle the outlier. So in that case, I want to write an equation. That equation contains average and also standard deviation. What are they and why we need them, I will tell you. Okay, so first we will use a function called average. So to this, I'm going to feed all the salary data. This is the range. I want average of this range. What I am getting? This is the average. Now, what are standard deviation? Okay, what is the standard deviation? Deviation. Okay. So how to get the standard deviation? It's with the help of STDEV, standard deviation. So on what you want to detect the standard deviation? The same salary column. You enter, standard deviation is this much and average is this much. What is the meaning of it? Is nothing but what average says is This is a average salary 2 lakh, sorry, 20 lakh 56,890 is the average salary in that data, whichever we are going with. This data we are having now, with help of these two things, how to decide what is the outlier. For that I will write an equation which goes like this. It will be average, okay, plus 2 times standard deviation. If some data which is above this, okay, so I can call it as upper viscous, or upper value, you can say. So it means that's a maximum. If there is some data above this, that will be just like an outlier, okay, and lower value also. So what will be the lower value is equal to average minus 2 times STD. So this much, okay, 42, the 42 lakh 86,000, this is the lowest, and 84 is the highest. Whatever below this, they are outliers, because below this there are only few values, okay, so above that there are few values. So in this case, okay, we are using this equation to detect higher value and lower value, and we need to handle them. So how we will handle them, let us see. Okay, based on the upper value and lower value, we will try to color the data in our salary column with help of conditional formatting, so that visually we can see what are the outliers are there. So, yeah, lower value is already minus, and there is no value which is in minus. So low, based on lower value, below lower value there is no outliers at all. So after upper value there are some outliers. So how to detect it, let us check. Okay, so I'll go to highlight cell rules, then I will go for greater than, then I'll click on it, then I will click on this rules upper value. So this is my input, and I will try to fill it up with custom values. Okay, now if you see, you scroll down, there are two values which are outliers. You can remove them or you can handle them. So our first thing is remove this entire row itself, delete these entire rows which are having outliers. This is the first case, and our second case is that, again there is another option. What you can do is you can replace the nearest value to this, okay, this outlier. So what is the nearest value to this outlier? So 84,000, even you can replace upper values itself. Okay, these two outliers are after upper value. Okay, so this upper value, if you can replace upper value instead these values, also fine, but it depends on in user requirement, or uh, the problem statement, which problem you are handling, and whether you can do it or not. Sometimes doing like this, handling like this may cause some problem. In that case you directly need to remove outliers. So you need to see according to the requirement. Okay, if the data, a person or the company which providing the data, if they don't want to lose any single data and they want you to do as it is, then don't go for outlier removal or doing stuff. Okay, if the data you can handle it in your own way, okay, if there is no guidance from the user or from the company or client, in that case you can do all these stuffs. So now another option is to convert that into logarithmic values. For example, we have this salary, so I will create another column as salary underscore log. Logarithmic conversion is a uh, type of technique where we convert our real data into logarithmic data. That means we will apply a log over this data and it will be converted into smaller numbers. And see here what I will do. Log of base 10, you can take even log of enter. So I converted this into logarithm. Then so the entire data is now converted to logarithm. So this is how you can handle outliers. So this is all for today. We will take few more concepts in next class. In part 4, we will be coming up with very good topics. Especially we will be concentrating more on analysis, data analysis. Okay, till now whatever we did, part 1, part 2, part 3, these comes under data cleaning. Once again, if we want to recall, in data cleaning we done removing the duplicates, we done handling the missing data, we done formatting and standardizing the data, and now we are doing dealing with the outliers. So these four things we done till now. Okay, in future we'll be taking up data analysis subtopics, and then we'll go for data visualization. Okay, so if you didn't subscribe yet, you can subscribe and click on that bell button so that you'll be notified whenever we come up with new videos. Thank you for watching. Thank you.